So now we're going to make my mixed tomato tart. So this recipe has come from me just being in the supermarket, seeing these beautiful mixed tomatoes and all these colours and thinking I had to come up with some recipe to showcase them. So here it is. So I've just taken a shop-bought short crust pastry and I've drawn around a bowl and as big as I could get really on the sheet. So I'm just going to peel away the excess and just discard of that because we don't need it. And then I'm just going to pick up our pastry and then I'm just going to pop it onto my lined baking tray, like so. Don't worry about it going over the edge because we're going to fold it up in a minute anyway. So we'll discard of the rest. Okay, now to make the filling. So I've got some room temperature mascarpone cheese, which I'm just going to put it on here to stop it moving actually. I'm just going to give it a little mix, just because it'll make it easier to mix all our other ingredients in a minute. So it needs to be room temperature, otherwise it won't mix very well at all. It'll be virtually impossible. So to that, I'm going to add just 1 egg yolk, not the whole egg, just the yolk. I'm going to add half a cup of grated parmesan. And then I'm just going to season it with some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to give it all a good mix in together. Until it's all combined. And you get this lovely, creamy, cheesy mixture. Okay, so that's done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to place some of our mixture not all the way to the edge of our short crust pastry, but leaving a rim, leaving a border, just because we're going to fold it over afterwards. Place it in the middle, and then I'm just going to press it down and spread it out, like I said, leaving a border, which will all make sense in a minute. Okay, so that's our mixture. Now to showcase our beautiful tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in layers of colour. So anyone that knows me knows that I'm obsessed with everything matching and being in order and being in line. So this is going to be the perfect example of how I do things. So I'm just going to slice, first of all, some orange tomatoes. And what I'm going to do is, starting from the outside, I'm just going to go all the way around with these beautiful tomatoes. And then we're going to work our way in. Okay, so now we're going to do a layer of red tomatoes. So again, just following the same line. Okay, and now we're going to take some of these yellow tomatoes. Getting all the colours of the rainbow in today. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold up the edges because I want to keep all this filling in. So I'm just going to fold up the edges, working round and tuck it over. Okay, and then to finish it off, I'm just going to give it a little bit of drizzle of olive oil. I'm just going to put a little bit more pepper on the top. And then I'm going to pop it in the oven around 200 degrees until the tomatoes are lovely and charred and the pastry is golden. So our colourful tomato tart is out of the oven and it looks ready to dive into.